Good morning or good evening YouTube, I'm back here with another video, and today we're going to take another look at a tier list, but this time it's going to be a special one. I don't think I've seen it anywhere, but this one will be very good for both new and, well, probably not for veteran players, right? But for new players this will be a very good tier list for you guys to think about, and it is a tier list for the equipment in game, and I'm going to divide it into support and DPS so that you know which kind of gear you should put on those heroes, okay? And this is out from my experience of 3 years playing the game, and from knowing what is the good stuff at in-game. So let's start out with this here. And down here we have all the sets. I've actually put some of the sets that I've never used in my time in the game, but we'll just put them in anyways, just so you guys know what to do with them and not use your resources on them, okay? So first of all, we have the defense set here. It's just a flat 15% defense. Now it can be good for someone early game that are defense based, but you do have better options, so I'm gonna put it into the C tier, which is the bottom tier here in my list, okay? Now the next one is kinda interesting. It's a HP set here. It's one of those you can get from ROM, and I'm going to go up here and like, if you just look at this item here standalone, it's a B tier. It's a fine for early game, actually very good early game, also to pair it with some speed gear. But if you get speed substats on these, not on the boots obviously, but on the other pieces, right? This will actually be very good for your early game, like for Catherine and other heroes that you have. Maybe some of your HP burn damage dealers who scales with HP. This can be very good. Now another usage of this HP set, and why you want to keep it, at least if you get them 6 stars and a legendary especially, is that you can forge them or recast. Yeah, you can forge them in the forge, right? So you take one piece of HP and then you take one piece of speed set, and you can create or craft the feather set, which is a very good set. So these are not the worst set in the game. I think B tier though, overall you don't really want to spend too much resources in it. Then we have the first very nice set here. It is a speed set here. It's gonna give you I think, isn't it 10% speed or something like that? For this one here, I'm gonna put it at the S tier here, because it is the S tier. It is probably the most used and best and most normal speed item in the game, is the speed set, because you can farm it from the ROM faction or the dungeon, right? The ROM dungeon. So you're getting a lot of these items here, which means that you're also more likely to get substats with speed on it that can roll good. So even me at endgame here, my Absara for example is using speed set just because I have a lot of 150 plus speed on those items and I don't have it on the other items. So it's definitely S tier here, okay? It's definitely S tier. I would almost argue that it is S plus, but S plus here I reserve for another set, and I'm going to tell you why, okay? Now, this is from a perspective of if you're getting the same substat of kind of speed, right? Then this is a S tier, okay? I'm gonna come back to this one here later. I'm gonna show you. So this one here is the crit rate set for DPS. It's fine in the early game and mid game to try and hit the crit cap, because you don't have a lot of crit from other sources, you don't have blessings, you don't really have any talents, factions or anything. Crit rate can be hard to get to 100% early game, so this one will definitely help you, but don't go out of your way to level it up, right? And then the next one is the same kind of situation. Is the crit damage set. It can be nice if you already crit capped and you just want to have some crit damage. You can go with the crit damage set, okay? Then we have the affected set here, also for DPS. I would say also in the beginning of the game, the early game, you're getting a lot of this affected here. You will need some affected to land your debuffs, so this set here can actually be very nice. It's also very good on someone like Nasil, who needs affected also to land his freeze automatically. But B tier for me, also don't put too many resources into it. And then we have the leech set here. I don't like the leech set, never used it, so I'm gonna put it into C tier. The healing set here, obviously a support set, but I'm gonna put it into C tier. It might be good for campaign in the beginning for your Maya or for your Liz or whatever healer you have, but other than that, don't use it, okay? And then we have the mastery set here. It's a very good set early game, actually very, very good set early game. I'm gonna put it at 80. I think it's just a tiny bit better than these other sets here, at least for early game. And maybe we should even put it like so here, so that we have the effect hit and mastery, because I think those two stats are pretty hard to get, and you will have a lot of heroes that will need mastery and a lot of heroes that will need effect hit, okay? Crit rate and crit damage, you won't have too many heroes that will need it, because direct damage dealers aren't as popular in the early game and mid game and throughout the game. I think these sets are better than this here. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm just going to put it like this, and that is because I have another idea to set here, but I'll come back to that in a moment. Maybe we will switch around on them, okay? Then we have the resist set here. It's a support set. I've never used it, I don't like it. Let's put it as C tier. And then we have this one here, Slay set here. Now we're starting to move into those sets that are combinations of two sets. So the Slay set is both crit damage and crit rate. It's not as high value as the standalone set, but it's better than that. Which is why we're going to put it into A tier, okay? I'm gonna put it into A tier because that set here is more useful than this down here. And it will last you a longer time. Now we have the first one here with speed and effect res. It's a very nice set here for support. I'm going to put it at S tier because it's the same speed amount as the speed set, but you just get some resistance also, so S tier for me. Now we have this set here. I've actually never used this set here. I think it's very good for Lucia because she can use both the crit rate and the mastery, but overall this set is not really good, but you do get a few stats combinations and it might be good for some heroes in the game, but I think B tier for me, it's not worth it, right? And then we have one of my favorite sets here for support is the feather set. It gives you speed and HP, and it's very easy to craft it. You can craft it, as I said, with the HP set and the speed set. Combine those two and you get this set here in the forge, which is a very easy way to get more of the stuff here, right? I use this set here on my Nikoliv, and it's giving me a lot of speed and stuff. I love this set. It's S tier for sure, okay? Then we have this one here. It's a mastery and hit rating. I'm gonna put it at A tier. It is better than these sets down here. Has a combination of it, and you will use it for a very long time in early game and mid game, because you don't have any gear that is better than this, okay? It's gonna be your best set here for a very long time for your damage dealers that uses mastery as their damage. So next set is the skill, damage and leech set. It can be good on Murinjing if you have him, but other than that I don't really think it's that good. But I'm still gonna go and do something very controversial here and actually put it as B tier on the support. Now the reason for this is actually if you have the Murinjing Echo, so this is very, very specific, okay? If you have the Murinjing Echo, you can put this leech set onto your support heroes and then they will get more leech, which will help you get more damage reduction and damage from the Murinjing Echo. So I think for support this one can be B tier, but very niche, okay? Take that in mind. Then we have this one here, Attack and Mastery. It's gonna be your most used set in early game and mid game, and even into late game for your damage dealers. That requires both mastery and attack as the main stats. So someone like a Mikado, maybe you have a Giselle, maybe you have a Nita, maybe you have a Lance, people like that, and you don't have any of the other sets that we're coming to, then this one will be your best set. The penetration set is the best for early and mid game for sure, if you are not a pay to win or if you cannot get any of the other sets that we're coming to. And then we have this one here. This one is the effect hit and mastery set. So it's the opposite of the mastery and effect hit set. No, this one is mastery and HP, sorry, and this one is mastery and effect hit. So yeah, this one here you will also use on a lot of your heroes in the early game and mid game, and the A tier for me for sure. And then we have this set here. So this one, not too sure what this set is then. I thought that one was this one, but this one here is the one with the... Yeah, this one here is the one with Leech and Mastery and Crit Rate. Sorry. So I don't know what that is actually, this one here. Can't remember this set here. It looks very much similar, but we're gonna do it like this here. Don't really need it. Now then, this one here, it's a kind of good set for someone that needs a lot of resistance, so a support hero. And it's very good. I'm gonna put it at A tier, and only because it doesn't have any speed built into it. It has HP, tenacity, and something else. Resistance, I think. But it doesn't have speed in it. So we can only put it at A tier because it's not going to be S tier for support, okay? But it's a very good set actually. You can use it on some heroes like some Wukong and other tanky types. Now, this one here though. This one is the first aid set. It has effect hit, it has speed, it has healing effect. I'm gonna put it at S+. It is better than the speed set, and it's better than these two here because you get both the speed and the effect hit and the healing effect. And this is if and only if the substat is a better speed roll than this one here, okay? Because the thing is that this set here, if you have the speed set with better speed substats, right? Then this one will most likely, most of the time, be a better deal for you. But if you can get the same substat as this one here, then this one is definitely the S+. Okay, so that's why it's just the tier above, is because it has the effect hit and healing also built into it and the same speed on the set. But if you are having some other better substats, then you can definitely do like that. But I'm gonna do like this here. But S tier is very, very nice. I'm just saying that this one is just better if you can get the right amount of stats, okay? And then we're moving into the DPS here in the last 4 items. And this is the Devour set. We all know Devour set. We all love the Devour set. And it is actually, it's an S set, okay? It is S tier. Devour set is probably one of the best sets for PvP, for damage dealer, sorry. In the game, I use it a lot on all my heroes. It's also being able to... It's being more accessible now from the developers. They are starting to put it into free-to-play boxes and stuff like that. So we can get it also from Space Temple and stuff like that. It is tier for sure. It's one of the best DPS sets. I love it. I have it on all my heroes. It is very, very good. But it is actually being power crept a little bit by some of the other sets here. And for example, this one here, the fast killing set. It has the crit damage, it has some direct damage built in, and it also has the speed. And the speed is what makes it just a tiny bit better than this one here, because speed in a gacha game like this is everything. You need speed on all your heroes. That is just how gacha game is, okay? And we're gonna put the bone erosion set here on the S+ as well. It's the same, it just has mastery and dot damage and speed. So it's just a tiny bit better. And before someone comments down below that obviously there are basic damage and skill damage on this one here and we don't have that on that one, I know, okay? So take this with a grain of salt. So if you're using someone that cannot really benefit from speed or whatever for some reason, you can go with Devour Gear. And I'm not saying Devour Gear is bad at all. I still think it's one of the best sets. I'm just saying that if you can get the same stats and you have the opportunity to get these sets up here, they will be better for your account because of the speed and the mastery and the crit damage, and also the dot damage and direct damage on it is actually very strong as well. Especially because in the game at the moment we have a lot of like heroes and echoes and arcane gems and stuff like that, Spirit Beast, that are reducing skill damage and basic damage, okay, done. So, for example, Kalana, Muriging Echo, Nikileaf, the new Poison Dude we just had, Kadrian, all of them are countering skill damage done, basic damage done, and that is what this set gives. So, if you have 36% from double Devour, but you are being reduced by maybe 136%, well, guess what? You're not getting anything from your Devour gear. It's not going to give you any stat increase, right? So that is where this one is just better, because it's like a multiplicative damage from the direct damage and the other thing. It just scales differently, okay? These items are just better. So, but it's still very, very nice, and S tier for sure. Now the last one for support. This one here, and I'm gonna put it at the top here. It is the best, the absolute best support item that you can get in the game. 12% speed on this here. If you can get this set here with like 150 plus substat speed rolls, this one will give you a lot more speed than any of the other set, okay? That is what Weak has. He has these sets here. That is why he's so strong. Alright guys, that is the tier list for the equipment. Let me know in the comments down below if you disagree or agree with some of my findings here. I've tried to divide it into early game, mid game and end game perspective, and just letting you guys know what to look out for. For me, these sets up here are definitely the best, and S tier is still very good. S plus is just a tiny bit better because of the speed or the additional stat that you can use. Alright, have a nice day guys. Cheers. Bye.